Hi, everybody. This is your assignment for the week of January 19th, 2020, and we're still talking about the Jamestown settlement. This particular assignment is blocked out for you on a day-by-day basis, and your assignments for the rest of the semester will look something very similar to this. At first, it looks overwhelming, but once I go through it with you, you are going to find it's pretty simple. So your due date is going to be next Sunday at midnight. Obviously, you'll click here if you need additional instructions. So what you're going to do is just follow the steps below, which are laid out for you. You will be using an Infobase, and I have linked that Infobase for you. But when you look at the Infobase, if you feel like the reading might be very difficult, there's a bar at the top that you can use, and I just put a picture in here like this, where you can have it read aloud to you if you prefer to have that done. Also, at the very bottom of the Infobase page, you will see that there's a translate button. If you speak another language, you can have it read to you in a different language. Okay, so we're going to get started. Here's the issue. Jamestown, Virginia was the first permanent English settlement in America, establishing a foothold on the continent for the United Kingdom. Here is your question. Why did Jamestown suffer from starvation so frequently during its first 2 decades of existence? All right, so day one, that would be today. I have it so that you should not be spending more than 30 minutes each day. However, some days will probably be a lot less than that. And you can always move ahead. So you're going to view a timeline here, which I have linked, and I'm going to just click it right here to show you. We'll take you to an Infobase page with that timeline. And all you're going to do is kind of read through this timeline. As I wait for it to load. Here we go. Okay, so a chronology is a timeline, and you can look through this, kind of give you kind of a base idea. It's not very long. Once you've done that, you go back to the assignment. Step 2 is to read the background information, which I've linked here. Now, this will take you to the whole Infobase page for Jamestown. But what I'd like you to do is look to the right because there's a table of contents there. And you can click on background and it'll take you exactly where I want you to go. So as we wait for my computer, we'll look over here. And you'll see here's the table of contents. What I want you to read first is the background. So we'll click on that. And it takes you right here. Here it says background, and you would just read this part. Okay, and stop after that. I would also look over this infographic as well. Okay, so we're going to go back to the assignment. Then you've got a video here. If you click this link, it's only 2.5 minutes long. And then you're done for the first day. Unless you feel like you got through that pretty quick and you want to move on, you can do that. So day 2, what you're going to do is you're going to read the argument, which is the case for, the case that collectivism hurt Jamestown. Under that, you're going to summarize what you've read in 3 to 5 sentences or bullet points. It doesn't have to be complete sentences. Then you're going to write one question you have after reading the case for, which is this. What I'm going to tell you is that you need to have a question. That's part of your grade. Okay, so don't leave that blank and say, oh, I don't have any. You need to have a question. So we're going to click on this. Now, remember, it says case for. This will take us back to the Infobase page. And see over here, it says case for in the table of contents. So if you just click that, it will take you right there. Okay, and you're going to read that section and then stop. You'll go back to your assignment where you will summarize what you've read in 3 to 5 sentences or bulleted points, and then you'll write your question right here. The third day, also 30 minutes, and again, you can still move forward. This is the one that is the case against, the case that collectivism did not hurt Jamestown. So you'll go back here and you'll go to case against, or it will take you right to the article that I would like you to read. Going back, day 4, I'm going to have you read the conclusion, the legacy of Jamestown, and in which case here you're also going to summarize the evidence in 3 to 5 sentences or bulleted points, whichever you choose. You're going to have a question. So for the case for, the case against, and the legacy or the conclusion of Jamestown, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to summarize, and then you're going to write a question. So if we look at here, the legacy of Jamestown, this is also the conclusion. So it is going to take you right there. So I would use the table of contents to navigate through this. Then on the last day, you need to answer this question. What do you believe and why do you believe it? Why did Jamestown suffer from starvation so frequently during its first 2 decades of existence? What do you believe and why do you believe it? And I want you to write me a paragraph here, just the best you can answering the question, and I want you to explain yourself. Very important that you tell me why you believe that, what you believe and why you believe it, using complete sentences in a paragraph format. Now, the first time we do this, it might seem kind of overwhelming and difficult, but I did this with my freshmen last year, and they liked it because it was really laid out for them as far as day by day. So that's the end of this particular video for directions, and I will go over any questions you have in class. Have a great week, and I will see you